How do you plan online tutorials? In this module, we will be exploring this in detail. But to begin, there are three broad areas for successful lesson planning: context building, providing learning guidance, and testing the model. To begin an online session, it is essential to establish the context for the subject matter. As facilitators, we may feel a sense of urgency to get into the content of the session, but it is important to warm our students up. This is often called the icebreaker stage of a session. Here, the aim is to psychologically prepare our students for the session. During this context-building stage, it is important to orientate students to the subject matter. That is, we have to explicitly state what the session is going to cover and why the material is useful to the students. Adult learners also respond positively to the purpose of all activities being made clear. Furthermore, adult learners have a range of prior learning experiences, and it is useful early in the session to build on these experiences by probing their understanding of the topic, asking them to make predictions, or simply brainstorm what they know about the subject matter. This helps students contextualize the information they will encounter in our sessions by helping our students make personal connections to the information and skills presented in the online session. When we plan the presentation of information in the tutorial, we need to be aware that talking to a PowerPoint slide deck is not going to be sufficient for all our learners' needs. Before we attempt to present new information, it is important to prepare students. That is, pre-teach concepts, theories, subject-specific vocabulary, or content-specific rules and skills. This ensures that students are equipped to understand the content covered when we present new content and provide learning guidance. So, we have done a lot to create the conditions for learners to be now ready for us to present new material. In the course, we refer to this as providing learning guidance. Providing learning guidance in the online context, like face-to-face teaching, has all the demands of keeping students engaged through staging the presentation of material appropriate to the level of the students. In the online context, it is important to prepare, in advance of the session, questions to ensure that the students follow the concepts as they develop. Having made some provision in the planning for this stage for students to raise questions about the content is also valuable. Ultimately, the objective of effective lesson planning is that students learn from the sessions they attend. Therefore, we have to give opportunities to students to test the model they have encountered in the session. That is, they need to express the concepts presented or practice the skills they have learned. Effective lesson plans again reflect facilitators' ability to prepare in advance of the session clear instructions that help students know what they have to do, why they are doing it, what form the task they undertake will look like when they are finished, and how long it will take them to do it. And then consider how you will give meaningful feedback to the students. In planning your online sessions, you will have to think carefully in advance about how much time you want to spend on each section of your plan. There's a lot to think about to create a complete lesson plan, and for facilitators who have classroom experience or teacher training, all of these concepts may be familiar. So the purpose of presenting this material is to help you translate previous experiences into the online environment. The underlying idea here is that you plan your online tutorials on the basis of well-tested pedagogic principles. This will increase your effectiveness as a facilitator.